Thanks, viewers, for helping to make my new book a bestseller on Amazon, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Yeah, there's going to be some drag screaming on this one. And, hey, you're also going to see me break, like, one of my favorite rods, one of my Albie rods, and learn how not to have that happen to you. All right, good morning. Yeah, I got a kind of cruddy weather day, which is great for fishing. Yep, it's going to rain, and target is albies, because that's what's around. There's not tons of them, but there's some. We'll give it a shot. Okay, this is the presentation. Yeah, this is a high-speed Penn reel, a high-speed Clash 2, 7-to-1 gear ratio of 4,000. So it's something like 44 inches per turn, and then I'm cranking. You see how fast I'm cranking? Skipping that lure across the surface of the water. In this case, that lure is a #1 green deadly dick. I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Hey, you'll see I generally get albies in very quick, but this is for everybody. You can't avoid if they're going to run down the beach and in, they could get in front of other anglers. It's not going to be a problem here. I'm not going to get in front of anybody, but it's good when you're albie fishing. Watch everybody around you. You don't want to cast over a line. Look at the way that fish went in. What am I supposed to do there? You can only clamp down so hard on them. So, yeah. Huh. That noise you hear when I crank is a noisy roller bearing. This reel's got a lot of miles on it. That's big albies. Okay, the next two hookups are really cool. It pays to be looking around all the time. I now see, I was going to cast, but nope, I see a couple fish come up in front of those guys that are next to me, and I'm waiting, timing. They move very fast, but what I'm doing is guessing where to throw based on where they were. They're moving left to right, and they're moving fast, trying to time them. as I often do with trebles, I crush those barbs a little bit. You know what's funny with the trebles on these fish? I mean, they're small trebles, number one, VMC 9626 hooks. It always seems like there's only one of the 3 hooks in them. They seem to come out pretty easy. All right, I want to explain this next hookup. Okay, so I've got a couple guys next to me. Not those guys. The next bunch down the beach. What's going to happen here is I'm always looking. I'm about to make a cast. I'm going to see a couple fish come up in front of the second group of guys, which is pretty far down. And, you know, they're not going to stay on top. They're just going to bubble up a little bit and stop. And so now I'm going to wait because I know they're moving fast. But I'm going to wait. And I don't have to wait long. And I'm, again, looking to time them. Where do I think they're going to be? And if you've ever seen these things swim through the water, they're flying. And try to time it. So besides always scanning the water looking for fish on top, which is an obvious thing to do, I'm always watching the other anglers to see if anybody's hooking up. I'm especially interested in anybody to my left because these fish here, they tend to move left to right. If I see, boom, somebody hooks up down there, then I'm going to try and time my next cast in the same way that I do any fish breaking. Now, so far, I've been very lucky. And I'm watching everybody careful. There's 8 of the guys on the beach. Up until this point, you see somebody threw one back there. Those first 3 I had were the first 3 on the beach. But now, other people are catching them. And, you know, I do see people to the left catching them as well. And like I said, I'm paying really close attention to that because you can time them in the same way that you time them if you see fish breaking on the surface. Yeah, camera battery died there, but I'm able to put it on, get a few extra seconds here, enough to unhook that fish, get it back in the water. Boy, they go. They're really something to watch. Yeah, I don't want to give the wrong impression of the pace of the fishing. What you've seen is about 90 minutes of fishing so far for those, I guess it's 4 fish that I've landed. So there's a lot of casts that I'm making that are not getting hit. I attribute doing as well as I've had is really timing those the second and the third fish on those fish splashes. So, but hey, it's it's albie fishing. You make a lot of casts. Sometimes you go quite a while without a hit, but this is okay. Okay, so this is a few days before. This is actually my first false albacore of the season off the beach. And yeah, this is going to be a memorable fight. Coming down by you, unfortunately. Out far, though.
Okay, mine's close.
Ah, well, good then.
Yeah, mine's right here.
I haven't made any cranks yet, so. It's so nice to fish around people who are paying attention. And that's what everybody has to do. Pay attention, communicate. I got to tell you, September albies, the ones in this warmer water, they fight harder than the October ones. They really go. Not that the October ones don't. Yeah, that guy down there releasing the fish, you know, I heard a couple days later he got one on a fly rod off the beach, and that was something for 3 seasons he was trying to do, so congrats to him. That's really awesome. Yeah, I don't want to go down that fly rod fly fishing rabbit hole, but I would like to catch one on a fly rod. All I have is an 8-weight. I am not getting any more fly rods. I think the 8-weight I was told might work. Anyway, I'll try it from the boat when they're thick, or maybe if I get them in real close to the beach. But having fun with the spin gear for now. But at some point, I'll try with the fly rod. Oh, wait a second. Oh. I know not the high stick fish. He just made a great move. You know, the beach is pitched there. Somehow he squeezed between me and the beach, got the angle. Here it is on the replay. How did he get in there like that? Oh, my God. Okay, so here's something cool. I've broken very few rods in my life, but I've broken 2 of these, which I consider my Albie rods. These are Penn Battalions. Hey, you know what? These are great rods. These 2 rods combined have well over 600 false albacore landed, and I know that because I keep track, and my 2 best years was like 532 combined. So and these were the rods I was using. But what happened was, you know, you saw how I broke one. The other one was I was standing on the beach. I didn't have waders on. I was on my way to work. I saw albies. I had to stop, and I didn't want to get my work shoes wet. And I was standing on the beach, and I high sticked an albie, landing it. But what's cool is how they break, you know, right at that same spot. You can't high stick fish and expect the rods to survive. So yeah, I still consider these very good rods. Hey, that's an osprey, right? Wow, you should see its claws. Wow, they look nasty. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrung.com/Skinner and my new Northeast Fishing message board at Saltstrung. There's a link to that in the video description. And don't forget my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surfboat and Kayak, available at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.